Okay, so I'm camera 1. Okay. It just said on the box it said camera 3. Okay, that's over.
At 1D spot, a 150-pound senior, number 4, Ethan Grumbacher. At another DB spot, 155-pound senior, number 8, Trey Kinterjack. At a third DB, 145-pound freshman, number 22, Cole Worth. On the linebacker level, we have one linebacker spot, 170-pound junior, number 12, Shea Salyers. The other linebacker, a 225-pound senior, number 43, Lake Guest. Now the support guys, linemen, one spot, 205-pound senior, number 65, Dasher Brown. And a DN, 200-pound senior, number 88, Avery Briggs. And the other DN, 195-pound junior, number 11, Camden Felicia. Bulldogs are coached by Cody Corwin, assisted by Sean Mesh and Trevor Lockwood. Reminder, the Kansas State High School Activity Association, Quinter High School appreciates your support of interscholastic athletics and its principal objective. You're reminded that it's an educational event and the practice of good sportsmanship is encouraged by all. Also, next step, we donate $10 for every touchdown made in tonight's game. Please rise and face the southeast as Frank Flag will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you sing
Okay.
by the dawn's early light? Once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And rugged Quinter, the monks were singing, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave?
Good job, thank you, Frank. As our captains approach the middle field, let me give you some upcoming events to be aware of. Tomorrow's Gulf County Classic, high school volleyball team will be at Wheatland with a 9 o'clock start.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Quinter, Kansas. Thank you for tuning into tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tiger Media Network. We're awaiting kickoff here for the Bulldogs home opener against the visiting St. Francis Indians. These two teams having completely opposite starts to their season as St. Francis comes to the doghouse after a tough Week 1 loss on the road to Rawlins County. The Indians fell 0-42 in last week's showing against the Buffaloes. Hoping to turn their season around here, still early into the season. Plenty of games left to play, but this game going to be a big one for the Indians coming up, and they will be without their starting quarterback. Lucas Riley went down with an injury in Week 1. He was also their leading rusher, having 32 yards on the ground. Really one of the only Indians able to get the ball moving for him. His absence will be felt here tonight, as the Indians will be taking on a very tough Quinter Bulldog team. The Bulldogs coming off an electric win last week as they were on the road against Sharon Springs. They took down the Wildcats 30-28 in a thrilling double overtime matchup. And Sharon Springs is still a very tough Northwest Kansas 8-man team, and they were able to take it down to the very last seconds and walk away with the win. Should be another exciting matchup here tonight between these two teams, as it looks like the Indians will select to receive, open it up here in Quinter, Kansas. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back, ready for kickoff.
Zelensky Land and Cattle Inc. and Circle S Trucking of Park, Kansas proudly support all Bulldog activities and athletics. Curtis and Kelly, lifelong residents of Gove County, have been in the farming and cattle feeding business for over 30 years, proudly running their family business to this day. They operate a cattle feed yard and also grow wheat, corn, and livestock feed. Circle S Trucking, led by Carson Zelensky, has been actively hauling needs of the local area for silage, grain, and manure for 2 years. Zelensky Land and Cattle and Circle S Trucking would like to congratulate and support the Bulldogs throughout the successful year and wish them the best of luck.
All right, it'll be Lakin Getz teeing it up for the Bulldogs. Back deep for the Indians to receive. It looks like number 13, Ethan Graham, will be the return man. So Lakin Getz steps back, and we're awaiting kickoff here for the Bulldogs home opener. Kick sent high and deep, and that'll go out the back of the end zone. Touchback to start it, and the Indians will take possession for the opening drive. The Indians going to need to find some sort of offensive rhythm here early into the game. If they find themselves struggling early, it's going to be hard to kind of claw back against this Bulldogs team. So this opening drive going to be a very important one for the Indians. And I believe it'll be number 21, Lane Todd, taking the start at quarterback for the Indians with the injury to Lucas Riley. And we'll see another switch in the backfield with it being Jordan Small, it looks like, at running back. Snap taken by Lane Todd. He's going to hand it up the middle for Jordan Small, and nothing there, swallowed by a group of Bulldogs for a loss of about 2. Not the way you want this drive to start if you're the Indians. Bulldogs doing a good job of just fighting, blowing right through that line to get to the ball carrier before he has any opportunity to make a move or turn it upfield. As we'll see the Indians in gun formation, 2 receivers to the near side. Lane Todd steps back, delivers a throw to Ethan Graham, and Ethan Graham's going to pick up right back to where they would have started a down ago after that loss, and it'll be 3rd down at about 10 coming up for the Indians. Just a quick, simple out route to Ethan Graham, just unable to really separate himself from any of the Bulldog defenders and turn it upfield. And it'll be a 3rd down and 10 for the opening drive for the St. Francis Indians. We're going to get another gun look. This time 2 receivers spread out to the far side of the field. Dayton Fromholtz and Ethan Graham. Todd takes a snap. Delivers that one down the middle. It's going to be picked off by the Bulldogs. Number 8, Trace Quinter connect with the interception, and he's going to walk that one into the end zone. And the Bulldogs will strike first without having to have their offense even take the field. Pick 6 Bulldogs. Bulldogs will now line up 4-2. It's going to be number 12, Shaw Slayers. Under center, taking the snap for the Bulldogs. Give up the gut to Lakin Getz. He's going to power himself forward for the 2-point conversion. And just like that, the Bulldogs are up 8-0 on the Indians. We're going to have to see what changes they can make here early to hopefully have a better drive on their next upcoming drive. And with that, we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. And we'll be right back after this short break.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
The Indians are going to need to find some sort of rhythm here on their second drive. Not a way you want to start it, and you don't want to find yourself down against this Bulldogs team, a very tough team that currently they're receiving considerations for the top 5 rankings in 8-man football in the state of Kansas, as Lakin Getz has it teed up, and he'll kick it off again, second time for the Bulldogs, and this one not as much power, and it's going to go out of bounds, and the flag will be thrown right around the 10-yard line. And I believe the Indians are going to be accepting that penalty. That'll move them up to the 25-yard line, where they will start their second possession. Lane Todd will run the play in for the Indians. Huddled up right around the 15-yard line. We're going to see a gun look for the Indians. 2 receivers split out on the far side. Lane Todd takes the snap, rolls out, and another interception for the Bulldogs. Back-to-back interceptions for the Bulldogs, and right now, not looking good at all for the Indians. Having their backup quarterback come in and Lane Todd throwing a pick 6, and now that second interception. And we're going to get to see the Bulldogs offense take action after that turnover. Gun look here for the Bulldogs' first offensive possession with Salyers at the quarterback. He's going to send a man in motion. He'll give it to Avery Briggs with a little bit of running room. He's going to be wrapped up by Lane Todd, preventing the first, but it's going to be close. Call it about a 9-yard gain for the Bulldogs' first offensive play. Man in motion for the Bulldogs. They're going to give it to him. Same design from last play. And they're able to get the first with that one. Not as big of a gain as the first play, but still able to move the chains forward for a new set of downs for the Bulldogs. And it'll be first and goal now from about that 7-yard line. We'll see I formation now out of the Bulldogs with Sawyers under center. Lakin gets at fullback. And Quinter will be the back, taking the ball. Makes a man miss in the backfield, but he's going to be swarmed up right around the line. That'll be Dayton Fromholtz with the tackle. Quinter doing a good job evading the tackle from Dodge Fromholtz, the initial tackle. Stepping to the side, but good job there from the Indians defense. Swarming to the ball, not allowing any extra yardage. And it'll now be 2nd down and goal. Might have picked up right about 1.5 yards on that. So it'll be 2nd and about 6. As we get another I formation look. This one up the middle to Lakin gets. And the front line there from the Indians doing a good job of holding them to a short gain. Maybe a gain of 1 yard. And right now, the last 2 plays, this Indians defense has held their own. It'll be 3rd down and goal inside the 5-yard line for the Bulldogs. They'll line up in I formation yet again. Same 3 with Sawyers under center. This time a give to Quinter. Slips the initial tackle from Joel Gillen, but Connor Washman's there immediately to wrap him up for a loss on the play. Credit Connor Washman with the tackle for loss. And a big play there for the Indians as it's now 4th and goal out the 6. This red zone defense right now for the Indians holding its own as they're looking to keep the Bulldogs out of the end zone and preventing them from finding themselves down 2 scores early. And we're going to get a gun look from the Bulldogs. Sawyers will drop back. Lobs it to the air, and it's going to be Gruenbacher with the catch in the end zone. Bulldogs with another touchdown. This one coming from the offense. That was number 4, Ethan Gruenbacher, running away from the defense. And Sawyers delivering a nice ball on the outside where no defender could make a play. And Gruenbacher will fall in for the touchdown. And the Bulldogs will get ready for their 2-point conversion attempt. I formation look from the Bulldogs. The give to Quinter. He's going to be wrapped up, and it looks like he's going to get in a last-second reach. Looks like the Indians swarmed up and held him short. But Quinter able to reach his arm out across the line, and the 2-point will be good for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs up now 16-0 here in Quinter, Kansas, and we'll be right back shortly.
Family Market in downtown Quinter is here to provide fuel for Bulldogs of all ages. Come in and check out our variety of fresh produce, the large selection from the meat department, or food from the deli section. Offering weekly specials, Family Market has your family covered. Shop local, where we provide friendly smiles, a warm welcome, and service you can't find elsewhere. Family Market, a locally owned grocery store, is a proud supporter of all things Bulldog and Bulldog athletics.
With just a little under 8 minutes left to play here in the first quarter, the Indians find themselves down 2 possessions. And I said it earlier, but definitely not the start if you're the Indians. You got to find something going offensively. 2 turnovers on your only 2 drives. They haven't been able to really get anything going for them. Last week offensively they had struggles as well. Right now they're in dire need of figuring out something to get the ball moving. And Lakin kicks this one away. High and deep again. This one will stay in play, rolling out of the end zone. His last kick going out of bounds. This one stays in bounds but goes out the back of the end zone. And the Indians will take possession at the 15-yard line for their 3rd offensive drive. Still no first downs for the Indians here. The Indians break their huddle, step up to the line. We're going to get a gun look. 1 receiver on the far side, 1 to the near. Lane Todd all alone in the backfield. A QB draw up the middle, and he is swallowed up by the Bulldogs. No running room there at all for Lane Todd. Trying to catch the defense off guard with the QB draw. Unable to do so there, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Indians. Second down and 10 with 2 receivers split out near side. Lane Todd all alone once again in the backfield. Another QB draw. Same result as the first one. Call it no gain on the play. Bulldogs weren't surprised at all by that. Swarm up Lane Todd for no gain, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. Trying to keep it on the ground this drive, as the first 2 resulted in interceptions when they went through the air. But still, the ground game not working effectively. Maybe switch up the play call with the style of run, or switch something up here early. Finding yourself down 16-0 and facing another 3rd down. As we're going to have Jordan Small and Lane Todd in the backfield. High snap. Lane Todd gets it down, flicks it to Jordan, and Jordan Small will be hit immediately. A high, dangerous throw there, and Lakin Getz is there to make an immediate play. Incomplete pass. 4th down coming up now for the Indians. Right there, the pressure getting straight to Lane Todd. Having to get rid of the ball quickly. Didn't see a linebacker. Lakin Getz was there to make a outstanding play on the high pass intended for Jordan Small. 4th down, likely going to see a punt here from the Indians. Lane Todd a little bit further back in the backfield as he receives it. And the punt's up and over. It looks like it was tipped at the line. And it'll be touched by Ethan Graham for the Indians right about the 40-yard line. So the Bulldogs will start their 2nd offensive possession at their own 40, right at midfield. A little further, call it Indian territory, right about the 39-yard line. As the Bulldogs will group up to huddle. The Indians defensively on their last drive, they take away that 4th down score. They were holding them pretty good on the initial 3 downs. Gonna have to see if they can find a little bit of energy here as a direct snap to Trace Kinderconnect, who's gonna try to cut it up the sideline, which he does, and he's gonna be met by Ethan Graham well beyond the 1st down marker. About an 18-yard gain on the ground for Trace Kinderconnect. It's going to be Connor Washman hobbling over to the sideline, maybe a little banged up after that last play. One of the key players for this Indians defense on the edge. And we'll have Sawyers now in gun formation with Kinderconnect to his side. Throws that one, a little screen pass to Gruenbacher, who's going to make a few guys miss, but it will eventually be wrapped up by Lane Todd, just barely past the marker, and I believe that'll be another Quinter 1st down. Direct snap. We saw this earlier. Kinderconnect taking it up the sideline. Going to be dragged down by a group of Indians. I think the initial tackler there was Jordan Small. Bringing Kinderconnect down just shy of the 1st. Just a couple yards short of the 1st down.
We're doing fine.
A T formation from the Bulldogs. This we have not seen yet with two backs in the backfield. It'll be a give to Lakin Getz, but he fumbles, and it looks like it's going to be Dodge Fromholtz diving onto the ball, and that right there might spark enough energy for the Indians. Just a missed handoff there from Salyers, and Lakin Getz, I believe, falls down to the ground, and Dodge Fromholtz making a good play, getting on top of the ball, and now the Indians have possession deep in their own territory. But on this drive, if they can find a little bit of momentum after that turnover, this would be a huge time for them to spark something up. Lane Todd back to throw. The pressure getting to him, lobs that one up, and this will be picked off for a third time. Ethan Gruenbacher, and the second time that this Bulldogs defense has found their way into the end zone. Two defensive scores now for the Quinter Bulldogs with 3 turnovers. That'll move the score now to 22-0. Still here in the first quarter, as the Bulldogs will get their play ready for their 2-point conversion attempt. Two-point attempt, a direct snap to Shaw Salyers. There is a flag in the backfield, tripped up by Lane Todd. It looks like it's going to be a false start on the Bulldogs. I'll get a redo at that play due to the false start. Well, the Indians will choose to decline that smart decision there, taking away the second opportunity from the Bulldogs. And they will keep the Bulldogs away from their 2-point conversion, but still find themselves down 22 with just a little over 5 minutes left in the first quarter. We'll be right back after this short break.
Quinter Salyers Barnes is your Farm Bureau agent, serving the area since 2008. Give her team a call today to learn how they can make it easy to protect things that are most important to you: your home, family, farm, and future. Quinter's team is committed to offering quality products and exceptional service. If you have questions, they are just a phone call away. Quinter appreciates the opportunity to earn your business, and she and the team look forward to showing you how simple insurance can be.
We'll get to see the Bulldogs kicking off once again here in their home opener against the St. Francis Indians. It'll be Ethan Graham back deep to return, and Ethan Graham still unable to return any of these kicks. All of them been pretty good kicks from Lakin Getz, finding their way out of the back of the end zone, except for that one that he had out of bounds. But the Indians special teams group still no returns yet. Haven't even had the attempt yet, as the kick is underway from Getz. And that one will go out the back of the end zone once again. Indians will set up shop at their own 15-yard line. Their last drive ending in a pick 6. Lane Todd's third interception. You got to be wondering what's going through his head out there. Not many quarterback reps last season, and then early here with the starting quarterback Lucas Riley going down in week 1. The Indians offense will go back into the huddle. We're going to get a timeout call from the Indians. A little bit of confusion there from the offense, as Grant Wiggers will group his team together and hopefully gather them up, figure something out, and get on that scoreboard as they find themselves down 22-0. And with that timeout, we'll take a timeout with them, and we'll be right back shortly.
GG&T Cattle Company is a 4th-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, Reed, and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Slayers, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 49th annual production sale on February 22nd, 2024 at their ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs.
The Indians unable to figure things out in the huddle, so we're going to get the first timeout of the quarter called by the Indians. Hopefully, Wigger's doing a good enough job grouping his team together so they can figure things out on their first down and 10 attempt here from the 15-yard line with Lane Todd in the gun all by himself. Two receivers split out in Ethan Graham and Dayton Fromholtz. As Lane will take this one up the gut and be swarmed up by a group of Bulldogs. Call it maybe a yard on the play. We'll see the same formation here from the Indians. Lane Todd takes it himself up the middle. This time able to get a little bit more going for the Indians. That'll be a positive play moving them forward, bringing up a third down and manageable. The Indians have not seen these short third downs yet. We'll have to see if they can take advantage of it now. Call it about 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 4. Still a manageable third down, and right now you find yourself down 22. Even if you don't convert on this third down, I feel it's definitely a 4th down play due to the situation they find themselves in here early. A give to Jordan Small up the gut, and he will be met right at the line immediately. And this Bulldogs front just doing a good job of getting through that initial line and making the plays in the backfield. This front line from the Indians struggling to get that initial push, preventing the Bulldogs front from getting into the backfield where they've been able to make a lot of their plays here this evening. It'll be a 4th down and call it 5 now for the Indians. Lane Todd all alone in gun as he steps back. A deep throw high over the head of Dodge Fromholtz. Fromholtz had his guy beat. If Lane would have just lowered that throw just a tad bit, probably would have been a completion, but going right over the hands of Dodge Fromholtz, and that'll be a turnover on down, giving the Bulldogs excellent field position to start their drive, knocking on the Indians' door at their own 20. Sawyers will take the snap, step back, delivers a low throw intended for Camden Polifka. Good coverage there on the edge by number 25, Joel Gilland. That'll be an incompletion on first down for the Bulldogs, bringing up 2nd down and 10. We'll see the T formation again from the Bulldogs. Saw it a few times earlier. Sawyers is under center, going to toss it to the far side. The Kinder connector is going to cut it upfield, and he'll be met out of bounds by Connor Washman. Call it about a gain of 7 yards on 2nd down, making it 3rd and about 3. This will definitely be 4-down territory, though, if the Bulldogs are unable to convert. But the Indians going to have to stand strong here. Need to get some power and push off their front line. As we see Dodge Fromholtz stepping up, looking like he was going to blitz. And Kinder Connect's going to push the pile forward for another Bulldogs 1st down. Just getting right around enough to move the chains. And it'll be 1st down and goal for the Bulldogs. They've been often familiar with this area, the field here in their home opener. This will be their 4th appearance now, I believe, in their own 10. The Indians earlier on, I believe, the second possession from the Bulldogs, they were standing strong, almost keeping the Bulldogs out of the end zone. They're going to have to try to find some of that momentum again as Sawyers is going to take it himself, far side of the field, and lucky that Lane Todd was there to make the play, or else Sawyers would have had another Bulldog touchdown. Second down and goal for the Bulldogs, just right behind the 5-yard line. We're going to get a timeout call here from Quinter. Maybe a little confusion there in the huddle, but they're going to take their time with 1 minute and 36 seconds remaining here in still just the first quarter as the Bulldogs are up 22-0. We'll be right back after this short break.
Gove Community Bible Church, located in Gove, Kansas, is a Jesus-driven community that is proud to support the Quinter Bulldogs. We offer worship on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. If you would like to know more about our church, visit our website at www.govecbc.com or download our Faith Life app from the QR code. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Gove County Medical.
Second down and goal coming up now for the Bulldogs. We're going to get a 3-back look from the Bulldogs offense on second down and goal. Direct snap to Trace Kinderconnect. And he's going to be wrapped up low by Lane Todd. Lane Todd making that tackle on his knees, doing a good job of still somehow lunging forward to wrap up on Kinderconnect, preventing the touchdown. It'll be third down and goal from the 2-yard line. This is where the Bulldogs would have a 2-point conversion right about. The Indians look to keep him out of the end zone.
He was.
I formation coming up for the Bulldogs with Sawyers under center to take the snap. Give to Kinderconnect with Lakin Getz lead block in the way. And Kinderconnect will find his way into the end zone again for the Bulldogs. 6 more on the board now, moving the score to 28-0 in favor of the Bulldogs as they get the play call for their 2-point conversion attempt. Shea Sawyers will be the one bringing it into the huddle. I formation look again for the 2-point conversion. This time they give it to Lakin Getz, but he will be wrapped up and met at the line. That 2-point conversion no good for the Bulldogs. The Indians defense doing a good job of staying strong during that 2-point conversion attempt, keeping the Bulldogs out of the end zone, and that'll keep the score at 28-0 as we get back from this break shortly.
Kansas Land Bank is a locally owned community bank supporting community and school events. They are a full-service bank offering everything from ag loans to personal savings and checking accounts. Kansas Land Bank has a friendly staff that provides that personal touch. As one of the few locally owned community banks left in western Kansas, they strive to serve the needs of the people in our area. Kansas Land Bank remains a proud supporter of all Bulldog activities.
The ball teed up by Lakin Getz with Ethan Graham back deep to return for the Indians. This kick from Getz sails over the head of Ethan Graham once again out of the end zone. And the Indians will set up shop again at the 15-yard line. No luck up to this point for the Indians to move the ball really at all. They had one possession where they were able to get to a 3rd down and 5. Looked like they might have been able to convert, but then a tackle for loss, losing yardage on their 3rd down, and then unable to convert on their 4th down attempt. As they find themselves at their own 15, 1st and 10 once again. With Lane Todd back in gun to receive the snap. He's going to seam towards the right side of the field. Gets past the line of scrimmage just by about a yard. It looked like on the opposite side of the field he was being chased down by Camden Polifka. Polifka doing a good job of jumping right off on that snap. And he might have been the one to pull him down from behind. The Indians will take a snap. Quick out to Ethan Graham. He's going to be met immediately by Ethan Gruenbacher. Call it no gain on the play. And with that play, that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. The offense for the Indians struggling here early, and their defense unable to find any way to stop this Bulldogs attack, finding themselves down 28-0. We'll be right back here in Quinter, Kansas after this quick break.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
We're back, and underway is the 2nd quarter of the Quinter Bulldogs home opener. The St. Francis Indians have been struggling to really get anything going for them on both sides of the ball. Offense and defense have been a struggle. They've had 3 turnovers up to this point, 2 of them resulting in Bulldog scores. The Indians did have a little bit of light there earlier with a fumble recovery by Dodge Fromholtz, but unable to capitalize on it offensively. And they find themselves down 4 scores here as we get ready for the 2nd quarter. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Indians. And a different look here for the Indians, an I formation. As Lane Todd's going to pitch it to his running back, Jordan Small. And still no movement there for the Indians. Maybe a gain of a yard, switching things up to the I formation. But this Bulldogs defense just doing a great job of getting through that initial line and making the play as soon as possible. And it'll be 4th down and 9 coming up for the Indians. And the position they find themselves in this game, it's going to be hard to elect to punt here. But with how deep they are in their own territory, we'll likely see a punt coming from Lane Todd, taking the snap. High snap. Gets that one out. He's going to scramble. Loads that one up deep over the head of his intended receiver, Dodge Fromholtz. But there is a flag on the ground. An eligible receiver downfield for the Indians. And Quinter will select to decline this penalty, which will result in a turnover and downs, and the Bulldogs will take over on offense once again. A high snap on that last play for the Indians. I wasn't able to tell if they were planning on sending a punt or going for it there, as he had a few receivers running routes. Did a good initial job of evading that pressure, stepping up, tried to deliver a throw to Dodge Fromholtz, too high on his attempt. It will result in a turnover on down, 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Two receivers split out, and Polifka and Gruenbacher. Polifka at the top of the screen, Gruenbacher at the bottom. As Sawyers will step back, looking to throw. Gets that one out to Lakin Getz. Lakin Getz met immediately after the reception by Lane Todd, the sophomore, who he's had his struggles offensively, but he's made some pretty good tackles for this Indians defense. Lane Todd doing a good job on that last tackle, taking down a 225-pound Lakin Getz, with Lane Todd coming in at only 165 pounds on the roster. Good open field tackle there. And it will be 2nd down and 5 now for the Bulldogs. Sawyers will roll out to his left side, looking for someone downfield, and the Indians doing a good job of grouping up towards him. Credit Connor Washman and Dodge Fromholtz on that group effort to bring Sawyers down right at about the line of scrimmage. Might have moved it forward just a hair, but it'll still be right around 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Bulldogs. And good coverage there from the St. Francis secondary, preventing Sawyers from finding anyone open, having to take it himself, and the Indians are able to meet him immediately. Gun look for the Bulldogs, 2 receivers on the near side of the field, Gruenbacher and Polifka, with Polifka coming in motion. He'll fake the give to Polifka. Colton Riley doing a good job of getting initial pressure, driving Sawyers back. Sawyers doing a good job of stepping out of that tackle, but all that effort to get right back to where they would have started eventually. Make it 4th down and 5. Got to give a lot of credit there to that Indians front, especially Colton Riley, the big senior in the middle, getting through, pushing Sawyers back. It'll be 4th down now for the Bulldogs. Likely a direct snap here to Quinter Connect, and he'll take it to the left side. Good blocking there from the Bulldogs, opening up lanes for Quinter Connect to run through. And that's going to be a Bulldog 1st down. We've seen the Bulldogs use that play a few other times here this evening, and every time it's worked pretty well for them. Just the simple direct snap to Quinter Connect with 2 lead blockers out in front. Right there, they did a terrific job of holding their blocks to push forward for the 1st down. 1st and goal now for the Bulldogs. We'll see that formation once again. Direct snap to Quinter Connect. The initial line gets through, pushing Quinter Connect to the outside, but Quinter Connect doing a good job of fighting forward for the touchdown. And the Bulldogs will strike again. The score now 34-0. With Quinter Connect getting yet another rushing touchdown. Two-point conversion coming up out of the I formation for the Bulldogs. A give to the near side. I believe that was Quinter Connect again, following his big lead blocker, and Lakin Getz, and he'll walk his way right into the end zone. Bulldogs up 36-0, striking first in the 2nd quarter with 8 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Smoky Hill Ag is a precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
The Quinter Bulldogs will be lining up to kick off yet again, this time kicking the opposite direction than from the first quarter. Every kick from Lakin Getz was a good one, finding its way out of the back of the end zone. Only had one error where he had a kick out of bounds, but other than that, keeping it out of play for this Indian special teams unit. As Lakin Getz steps back, and the kick is underway. And the switch of sides did not matter one bit as Lakin Getz booms that one out of the back of the end zone. And we'll see the Indians once more at the 15-yard line where their offense will set it up. First down and 10 coming up now for the Indians. I believe it's Joel Gilland will be the back in the backfield for the Indians. And the fake to Gilland. Todd will keep it, but he'll be swallowed up by a group of 3 Bulldogs for a big loss on first down. Call it about 5 yards lost on first down, setting up second down and 15. The Indians already struggling the way it is to get any positive yardage. These negative yardage plays hurt them extremely bad as they find themselves 15 yards away from the first down marker with Lane Todd in the backfield. Drops back, quick throw to the far side, completed to Dodge Fromholtz, but for minimal gain. Call it a gain of about 2.5 yards there for the Indians. I believe the tackle was made by Sawyers on the edge. It'll be third down and call it right about 12 or 13 coming up for the Indians. And right there, that last play, only a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. But if you have that on a first down, you get 2 to 3 yards each play. You'll be able to move the chains, and that's all they need to figure out right now is ways to slowly but surely move that ball forward. As Lane Todd evades pressure, does a good job of stepping up away. He's going to take it himself up near the first down marker. I believe he stepped out a few yards shy. And it looked like he was swallowed up by the Bulldogs' defensive line. Does a good job of evading the attack, the pressure. Takes it himself, and it'll be fourth down and 5 now. The Indians have had 2 positive plays in a row now. Let's see if they'll be able to capitalize on this fourth down that they need to convert on. Just get the chains to move once and hopefully build off of that to where you can find yourself in the end zone. Fourth down, Lane Todd steps back. The throw intended for number 44, Wyatt Klinsman, in and out of his hands. Incomplete, and it's going to be a turnover on down. Met immediately by Lakin Getz. And even if that was completed, Klinsman would have been well short of the first down marker. Nonetheless, it'll be Bulldogs possession. First down and 10 on the Indians' 21. The give to Lakin Getz. And he's going to make a few Indians miss, and will eventually be brought down, but not before picking up a Bulldog first down. Call it a gain of about 12 yards. And right now the Bulldogs offense just moving the ball without really any resistance from this Indians defense as they find themselves for first and goal yet again. I believe we're going to get a timeout call here from the St. Francis Indians. Grant Wiggers pulling his team to the side, trying to get them motivated here, finding themselves down big There's still plenty of game left if they can find something to work for them here with 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. And we'll be right back after this quick break.
Wagner Manure Spreading LLC was established in 1997 with just 2 spreader trucks and 1 payloader. It has grown into a family-owned business in western Kansas. The Wagner family, with owners Greg and Yvonne, sons Toby, Tyler, Tanner, and their families, all specialize in the stockpiling and spreading of manure. They're also available for any of your hopper bottom needs, including grain, dry fertilizer, etc. If you need pins cleaned, we have plenty of payloader experience, as no job is too big or too small. So contact Wagner Manure Spreading LLC, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
First down and goal coming up now for the Bulldogs. Score 36-0. Man in motion will be Briggs. Following his block is Polifka, and Polifka, I believe, will get into the end zone on the far side, and yes, he does. Polifka following Avery Briggs, his man in motion all the way to the promised land as the Bulldogs get closer and closer to ending this one before half. Score now 42-0. As the Bulldogs line up for the 2-point conversion attempt. The give to Quinter Connect will get into the end zone. Colton Riley got through that initial line and looked like he might have been able to make a tackle in the backfield. Quinter Connect, though, using his speed and quickness to slip through that tackle and waltz into the end zone. 44-0. And with that 2-point conversion, we'll go ahead and stay here and take this moment to thank a few of our sponsors. Kendra Barnes at Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Kaiser Angus, certified Angus beef sellers and proud supporters for the Bulldogs. Selensky Land and Cattle Company, wishing the Bulldogs good luck during the 2022-2023 school year. Smoky Hill Ag, serving Lane, Logan, and Gove counties. Gove County Medical Center, your comprehensive health care provider in Northwest Kansas, healing through caring. Gove County Medical Center. Kansas Land Bank, Western Kansas' favorite bank, Kansas Land Bank. Family Market, your hometown grocer. Go Big Red. GG&T Cattle Company. The Worth families are proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. Aragold Seed and Man Farms, helping feed the Quinter Bulldogs and the world. Gove Community Bible Church, a Jesus-driven community. We support the Quinter Bulldogs. Saline River Seed, contact Darren Roberts, your Beck's area's seed dealer. Farmers and Bulldog fans at heart. Wagner Manure Spreading, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs and thrilled to help spread Bulldog pride. I want to thank those sponsors once again, as that kick from Getz will not go out the back of the end zone, and we'll get to see the Indians' first return, as it looked like it hit right short of the goal line. Ethan Graham having to pick that one up. He'll run it up right back to about the 15 where they would have been if that one went out the back of the end zone. Right now, still over 6 minutes here to play, and the Indians find themselves down big. You got to wonder, if they don't get anything going on this drive, if this isn't a good time to start putting some subs in, putting those younger guys in, getting them some quality play time to give them the experience that they need to help build your program. As Lane Todd, he'll keep it himself, run into his blocker, Colton Riley, and will be wrapped up for a gain of about 5. Second down and 5 now for the Indians. Second down and 5. Lane Todd all alone in the backfield. Take the direct snap. QB draw up the middle. Met for a short gain, but it will get him closer and closer to that first down marker. Call it third down and about 2 coming up now for the Indians. Third down and 2. Lane Todd alone in the backfield. It's looking like it's going to be set up for another one of those QB draws, but Lane Todd able to get the Bulldog defense to jump, and that false start will give the Indians their first down of the evening. Moving the chains now, finding a little bit of energy here now offensively. Might be a little late in this game, though. We're going to see if they can capitalize on that first down, though. First down and 10 now for the Indians. Lane Todd, lone backfield. Another QB draw, and the Bulldogs knew that one was coming. Met in the backfield by, I believe that was Camden Polifka with the tackle for loss. Credit him with a 2-yard loss on the play. Bring up second down and about 12 now for the Indians. Second down and 12 now. They give up the middle. Going to get back to that initial line where they were before that 2-yard loss. Bringing up third down and 10. I believe the ball carrier there was Joel Gillen. Credit him with about a 2-yard pickup on second down. Bringing up third and 10 now for the Indians. And right now, some news throughout the NWKL League. Oberlin and Wallace County facing off right now with Wallace County in the lead, 20-0. That's the only game I have access to, but Oberlin Decatur Community will be traveling to St. Francis next week, so that's who the Indians will be looking to play. And then the Wallace County Wildcats had their first loss of the season to the home Quinter Bulldogs, and they find themselves up now 20-0 over the Red Devils. As a good carry there on the near side of the field by Lane Todd will bring up fourth down and manageable for the Indians. Call it fourth, just a little over 4. Lane Todd to take the direct snap. Backfoot all alone. It's going to be another QB draw. Swarmed right at the line of the scrimmage, and we've seen that play called up a few times now from the Indians. They've had a little bit of success, but now it seems like the Bulldogs have it figured out as they stop the Indians well short of the first down marker. Turnover on downs. First and 10 now for the Bulldogs with 2.5 minutes left in the half. And the ref's going to blow it before it starts. Goes up to Trace Kinderneck. I believe having to fix his shoulder pad before they're able to continue with the play. Looks like they got that all figured out. You'll see the Bulldogs line up with 3 guys in the backfield now. Direct snap to Kinderconnect. And a big seam opens up, and with his open field speed, he's going to be gone to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. And that'll put him up and over the 45-point mark. Put him at 50. And the Indians right now with 2.5 minutes left in this half, they're going to need to find a way to score if they want this game to go into the second half. 2-point conversion coming up for the Bulldogs. Sawyers will keep it, pitch it out to Lakin Getz, and no one there to make a play on Getz. Gets into the corner of the end zone, and the Bulldogs up now 52-0. With a little over 2 minutes left to play here in the half, the Indians in desperate need of getting into the end zone to keep this game alive. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Zelensky Land and Cattle Inc. and Circle S Trucking of Park, Kansas proudly support all Bulldog activities and athletics. Curtis and Kelly, lifelong residents of Gove County, have been in the farming and cattle feeding business for over 30 years, proudly running their family business to this day. They operate a cattle feed yard and also grow wheat, corn, and livestock feed. Circle S Trucking, led by Carson Zelensky, has been actively hauling needs of the local area for silage, grain, and manure for 2 years. Zelensky Land and Cattle and Circle S Trucking would like to congratulate and support the Bulldogs for that successful year and wish them the best of luck.
Just right around 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. The Bulldogs up 52 points as they're looking to end this game early. Going to have to stay strong on defense. The Indians' last offensive possession had a little bit of light that we haven't seen earlier in this game. But we'll have to see if they can build off that, get into the end zone, and come back out in the second half. As it'll be Lakin Getz who tees it up once again for the Bulldogs. And that one rolls out of the back of the end zone. Touchback for the Bulldogs, and the Indians at their own 15-yard line now. Real quick, while the Indians get their play in, we'd like to take this time to thank a few more sponsors here at Quinter, Kansas. Kendra Barnes at Farm Bureau Financial Services, here to help you protect what matters most in life. Kaiser Sangers, certified Angus beef sellers and proud supporters for the Bulldogs. Zelensky Land and Cattle Company, wishing the Bulldogs good luck during the 2023-2024 school year. First down coming up now for the Indians as Lane Todd drops back, delivers a deep pass attempt for Ethan Graham, who had his man beat. Just a little too far in front of Graham to make a play on it, and it will be incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up now for the Indians.
This is like the complete opposite of last night.
Lane Todd in the backfield trying to avoid being brought down for a loss. He's going to work hard to get right back up to the line of scrimmage. But it'll be third down coming up now for the Indians. Third down and 10 yards to go. Lane Todd to take the snap. And it looks like they're going to get a false start called on the Indians. Looks like on that far side, it might have been Colton Riley getting a little antsy. They catch him jumping, and that'll move him back 5 yards. Third down and 15 now for the Indians.
Come on, Reagan, don't take that.
We'll get three receivers split out to the near side of the field. Gilland, Fromholtz, and Graham. As Lane Todd drops back. Delivers that one towards Ethan Graham, and Graham's going to come down with the reception. The catch made right at the marker, and I think they're going to give him the first, and they will. The Indians moving the chain. Good offensive play there from the Indians. Might just be a little late in this game. They're going to want to respond quickly, similar to how they just did there. Keep moving the ball as much as they can. Get into the end zone and send this game to the second half. So we're going to get the same look, just flipped now with Lane Todd all alone in the backfield. Sawyer's coming hard off the edge. Lane Todd gets away from pressure, delivers that one. I haven't seen the rule from the official. I believe they're going to call it incomplete. Intended for Dayton Fromholtz, and it looked like he might have had that. But I believe the officials are going to say that it hit the ground first. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now for the Indians. That incompletion will stop the clock, though, leaving 27 seconds left here in the half. The Indians needing 55 yards as Lane takes the snap, throws that one up, picked off by Trace Kinderconnect. And Kinderconnect will take that one to the ground, and with that last interception, that'll likely seal the game for the Bulldogs with only 19 seconds left here in the half. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like this one will get to see a second half due to the 45-point rule enforced in Kansas football athletics. At halftime, if a team gets up by 45 points, the game ends there. That's how Kansas runs it. And I know other states like Colorado, they have a 45-point rule as well, but instead of ending the game completely, they switch it up to a running clock, which I personally do like that decision a little bit more, but I'm not going to be able to voice my opinion on the air. That's how Kansas has it, and that's how it's going to stay. With a 45-point rule as the clock ticks down here in Quinter, Kansas. $52-0 will be your final score in Quinter, Kansas. The Bulldogs taking a commanding win, opening up their season at home. This will be their second win of the season, and the Indians will rack up their second loss of the season. 2 tough losses in a row for the Indians as they look to rebound nicely next week at home against the Decatur Community Red Devils. And the Bulldogs just all through the game had complete control offensively and defensively. I believe it was 4 turnovers that they finished with, 4 interceptions, and 2 of them resulting in a score. And the Bulldogs take a commanding win. 2 impressive showcases here from the Bulldogs to open up their season after an exciting win against Wallace County and now a commanding win against the visiting St. Francis Indians. And next week, the Bulldogs will stay at home taking on a very tough Dayton team. Should be a good matchup for the Bulldogs at home, and we'll see you next week.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
Family Market in downtown Quinter is here to provide fuel for Bulldogs of all ages. Come in and check out our variety of fresh produce, the large selection from the meat department, or food from the deli section. Offering weekly specials, Family Market has your family covered. Shop local, where we provide friendly smiles, a warm welcome, and service you can't find elsewhere. Family Market, a locally owned grocery store, is a proud supporter of all things Bulldog and Bulldog athletics.
Kinder Sawyer's Barnes is your Farm Bureau agent, serving the area since 2008. Give her team a call today to learn how they can make it easy to protect things that are most important to you: your home, family, farm, and future. Kinder's team is committed to offering quality products and exceptional service. If you have questions, they are just a phone call away. Kinder appreciates the opportunity to earn your business, and she and the team look forward to showing you how simple insurance can be.
GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, Reed, and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered Slayers, Angus, and Optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 49th annual production sale on February 22nd, 2024 at their ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Gove Community Bible Church, located in Gove, Kansas, is a Jesus-driven community that is proud to support the Quinter Bulldogs. We offer worship on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. If you would like to know more about our church, visit our website at www.govecbc.com or download our Faith Life app from the QR code. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Gove County Medical Center is your 24-hour critical access hospital located in Quinter, Kansas. Since 1925, GCMC has been providing outstanding health care to Northwest Kansas with services such as surgery, physical therapy, radiology, podiatry, orthopedics, lab, and much more. For the right care, at the right time, in the right place close to home, call 785-754-3341. GCMC is committed to others, always. Proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Kansas Land Bank is a locally owned community bank supporting community and school events. They are a full-service bank offering everything from ag loans to personal savings and checking accounts. Kansas Land Bank has a friendly staff that provides that personal touch. As one of the few locally owned community banks left in western Kansas, they strive to serve the needs of the people in our area. Kansas Land Bank remains a proud supporter of all Bulldog activities.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local in-field trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
Wagner Manure Spreading LLC was established in 1997 with just 2 spreader trucks and 1 payloader. It has grown into a family-owned business in western Kansas. The Wagner family, with owners Greg and Yvonne, sons Toby, Tyler, Tanner, and their families, all specialize in the stockpiling and spreading of manure. They're also available for any of your hopper bottom needs, including grain, dry fertilizer, etc. If you need pins cleaned, we have plenty of payloader experience, as no job is too big or too small. So contact Wagner Manure Spreading LLC, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Selensky Land and Cattle Inc. and Circle S Trucking of Park, Kansas proudly support all Bulldog activities and athletics. Curtis and Kelly, lifelong residents of Gove County, have been in the farming and cattle feeding business for over 30 years, proudly running their family business to this day. They operate a cattle feed yard and also grow wheat, corn, and livestock feed. Circle S Trucking, led by Carson Selensky, has been actively hauling needs of the local area for silage, grain, and manure for 2 years. Selensky Land and Cattle and Circle S Trucking would like to congratulate and support the Bulldogs for that successful year and wish them the best of luck.
At Beck's, we are farmers at heart. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. We are proud to announce Saline River Seed, your dedicated Beck's dealers now serving farmers in northwest Kansas. At Beck's, we are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. For more information, call your Beck's local dealer, Darren Roberts, at 785-299-0126.
Family Market in downtown Quinter is here to provide fuel for Bulldogs of all ages. Come in and check out our variety of fresh produce, the large selection from the meat department, or food from the deli section. Offering weekly specials, Family Market has your family covered. Shop local, where we provide friendly smiles, a warm welcome, and service you can't find elsewhere. Family Market, a locally owned grocery store, is a proud supporter of all things Bulldog and Bulldog athletics.
Quinter Sawyers Barnes is your Farm Bureau agent, serving the area since 2008. Give her team a call today to learn how they can make it easy to protect things that are most important to you: your home, family, farm, and future. Quinter's team is committed to offering quality products and exceptional service. If you have questions, they are just a phone call away. Quinter appreciates the opportunity to earn your business, and she and the team look forward to showing you how simple insurance can be.
GG&T Cattle Company is a fourth-generation seed stock producer owned and operated by Cindy, Garrett, Crystal, Reed, and Jessica Worth. They specialize in registered slayers, Angus, and optimizer cattle. Join GG&T for the 49th annual production sale on February 22nd, 2024 at their ranch south of Quinter. GG&T Cattle Company, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs.
Gove Community Bible Church, located in Gove, Kansas, is a Jesus-driven community that is proud to support the Quinter Bulldogs. We offer worship on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. If you would like to know more about our church, visit our website at www.govecbc.com or download our Faith Life app from the QR code. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Gove County Medical Center is your 24-hour critical access hospital located in Quinter, Kansas. Since 1925, GCMC has been providing outstanding health care to Northwest Kansas with services such as surgery, physical therapy, radiology, podiatry, orthopedics, lab, and much more. For the right care, at the right time, in the right place close to home, call 785-754-3341. GCMC is committed to others, always. Proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Kansas Land Bank is a locally owned community bank supporting community and school events. They are a full-service bank offering everything from ag loans to personal savings and checking accounts. Kansas Land Bank has a friendly staff that provides that personal touch. As one of the few locally owned community banks left in western Kansas, they strive to serve the needs of the people in our area. Kansas Land Bank remains a proud supporter of all Bulldog activities.
Man Farms is your local AgriGold agent. For over 80 years, AgriGold has delivered quality corn and soybean seed to growers with unmatched genetic innovation and performance. Utilizing local infield trials to gain first-hand knowledge of the best product lines for the area, let us help you with your seed selection decisions. Offering direct shipping or local seed delivery services for your seed needs. For additional information, call Shane at 785-299-0510. Man Farms and AgriGold, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.
Smoky Hill Ag is your precision ag service dealer. They offer customized agronomy for your farm, providing precision fertilizer applications with custom chemical blends. Smoky Hill Ag will create recommendations specific to each farmer's needs. With local service and competitive prices over the past 15 years, Smoky Hill Ag provides local ownership, management, and employment with community involvement. Trust them for all of your customized agronomy needs. Smoky Hill Ag, a loyal supporter of Quinter High School.
Wagner Manure Spreading LLC was established in 1997 with just 2 spreader trucks and 1 payloader. It has grown into a family-owned business in western Kansas. The Wagner family, with owners Greg and Yvonne, sons Toby, Tyler, Tanner, and their families, all specialize in the stockpiling and spreading of manure. They're also available for any of your hopper bottom needs, including grain, dry fertilizer, etc. If you need pins cleaned, we have plenty of payloader experience, as no job is too big or too small. So contact Wagner Manure Spreading LLC, proud supporters of the Bulldogs.